second speaker for tonight is Toastmaster Asfoor, attempting a speech titled Restructuring by Toastmaster Asfoor.
As Mr. Individual Evaluator mentioned, that I should choose a topic or situation of common interest for others. And restructuring is only this word. It means a lot these days. Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
Restructuring is an expression used by the organizations for improvement. And this is normal. Every organization, they want to improve their quality, their operation, etc. I will share with you some samples of the survey, and I will tell you what is the drive behind the restructuring. And at the end, you will see that all they have one common factor. If you agree with me, or do you guess what is it? It is the competition. Example number one. Let's go for the aviation field. Gulf Air. Gulf Air, it was owned by many GCC countries, except Saudi and Kuwait at that time. Then what happened? Suddenly, Qatar Airways became independent. Then Emirates separated, and they had Emirates Airlines, Etihad, and Arabiya, and those all in Sharjah, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. So what happened? There was a lot of competition in the airlines. That moved Gulf Air to make an audit. They brought some people with magnifying glass to find how can we cut down the operation cost in order to be competitive and stay in the market. And that happened. There was a report, for example, operation cost, cancel the flights to New York, cancel the long flights to Australia, and so many things. And then it came to reduce manpower. And for reducing manpower, there was a reason. And when they discovered that reason, I share one of them for you. It was corruption. They found some ladies were getting salaries as air hostess, but they are just girlfriends for other people from the company. Now I give you another example, which is Betelco. Betelco, when Vodafone or Zain at that time came in line, so there was competition. What Betelco did, again, they brought these expert people with the magnifying glasses to find from where we can cut down the expenses. And they came with an expression called competency. The people who are good, they keep them, and the people who are not competent enough, they made something for them, like they would stay for the company for several months. If they didn't get hired by different departments in the company, then the company will give them package and will release them. Now we'll come to the third example. Maybe you have seen all these days they are talking about, even in today's newspaper, which is Alba. Alba, of course, it was only Alba and Dubai in the region. Now, there is competition. Sahar, Qatar now, it's in line, and Emar coming, Mohd in Saudi. So all this make a lot of competition to Alba. And what Alba did, like the other companies, they brought those experts with their magnifying glass to find what are the things and from where we can cut down the costs. For Alba, until now, I can say, in my opinion, it's still cloudy. still we don't know which way and which direction to proceed. Now we are holding our meeting here. There is another meeting on the other side in the tent. So at the end, what I want to say, restructuring is good for the company. It will allow the company to establish itself in the market. But we should not wait until there is a competency or a crisis. This can be done even if we are in a good atmosphere and there is no competency. We can all hire this expertise and to check, to find from where we can cut down the cost, or how can we improve. On the other hand, if we go for example, just release people, this will give bad reputation about the company itself. So to avoid that, there's a solution. Okay, you want to reduce the manpower, you can establish a long-term plan. Instead of just releasing them like that, at least make a package for them and let them go. Or for those people who wants to retire, give them good chance so that they can go. By this, it will go smoothly and nobody gets hurt or affected, and even the media will not exaggerate about what is happening. This is the report. Do you agree now with me that the drive behind all this was the competition?
Yes.
Okay. By this, I had the control back to Master of Ceremonies and to give the floor for people to ask questions.